Well, it's that time of the console cycle again. Smash has been revealed and the internet is going more guano than literal guano. Half the people are spending hours doing a Rorschach test on a bunch of vague, blurry outlines, and the other half are mercilessly mocking the first half. It's magical. Some people are foaming at the mouth so hard that they're making crappy videos on the internet predicting what'll be in the game. Look at this guy, he wants Karate Joe to be in Smash. What a loser. But something's different this time. A certain subject has been on everybody's mind that wasn't so prevalent before. Character reworks. Maybe it's because characters' movesets are so old now that they've gotten a bit stale, or maybe it's because there just aren't that many heavy hitters who haven't been added to Smash already, and people want more to speculate about, or it's just Breath of the Wild Link. Yeah, actually, it's probably just that. Either way, here's how this list is gonna work. The order of these characters is based on both how much I want them to happen and how big the rework would be. And also, this is just my personal opinion. If I miss something or you have a cool idea that I left out, then leave a comment about it. Alright, let's get started. Bowser Jr. is a really fun character to play as. Everything about him is just so satisfying. But the thing is, you aren't really playing as Bowser Jr., are you? With the exception of his final smash, you're essentially just playing as a Koopa clown car with an interchangeable model in the pilot's seat. Now, this isn't necessarily unfaithful to the games. Bowser Jr. constantly relies on machines to do his dirty work, but I'd really like for Bowser Jr. to, have something to do with Bowser Jr. And the most obvious way to do that would be to use the paintbrush. He could teleport with it, or he could leave damaging piles of goo around the stage. The Inklings are already in the game, so I'd imagine some of the assets would already pretty much be done. Other than that, give him some teeny fireballs, that'd be really cute. Also, give the guy some actual recolors. You telling me that wireframe Little Mac can get 8, but Junior can't get any? Come on. Okay, this might be the most controversial entry on this list, because a lot of people seem to hate the fact that this character is in Smash at all, and the thought of giving them more development time would make a lot of people very angry. But whatever, this is my list, so wouldn't it be cool if Lucina was less of a clone? I get it, people are sick to death of new Fire Emblem characters in Smash, so wouldn't giving Lucina 1 or 2 new moves and tweaking the effects of others be a good compromise? Like an ether that acts like it does in the game and heals you when you do damage? Or maybe she could use the spear and shield options that come with the Great Lord class. And of course her other moves could be altered just enough to feel unique, like Roy's specials. Of course, I'm making this entry under the assumption that characters like Roy, Corrin, or maybe even Robin could possibly not even be in the next game. Really, who knows what will happen in that department. Please don't get rid of Robin, I'm begging you. Jigglypuff. She started as a joke character that was only introduced because it was easy to base off Kirby's model, but since then she's become a big fan favorite and a staple of the series, and in her own game she's even gained the fairy typing. Unfortunately though, her moveset in Smash hasn't been updated to reflect all this. 2 of her special moves specifically, her up special, which is near useless, and her side special, which is really boring. Sing may be iconic for the character, but it could always become a taunt, like Luigi's weird kick thing. And in It and Pound's place, you could give Jiggly something new and exciting, maybe even an actual recovery special. Fairy moves would be the obvious choice here. Jigglypuff has access to Disarming Voice, Dazzling Gleam, Misty Terrain would be an interesting mechanic, and Charm and Sweet Kiss could cause some really unique status effects. Aside from that, I think it would be cool if Jiggly's final smash was changed to a move actually from the games. And of course, Rest should actually give a bit of healing finally. I mean, that's the move's entire original purpose. Seems pretty obvious. Luigi's portrayal in Smash is a bit odd. He's kinda just portrayed as this weirdo green Mario, what with the weird movements, his bizarre old final smash, and of course, the planking. Luigi is so much more than that though. In Smash 4 he finally got his Poltergust as his final smash, but I think it should be used for more than that. He could use it as a sort of long-range grab. The Strobulb could stun enemies like it does ghosts in Dark Moon, or it could even shoot out elemental blasts. Who knows? And speaking of the elements, Luigi has also shown the ability to control electricity, which I don't need to point out is totally rad. And finally, Luigi's balloon pack from Super Mario Odyssey would make a great recovery, wouldn't it? Get creative. Toon Link is just a massive bundle of missed potential. Wind Waker and company have some incredibly fun and unique items and mechanics to pick from, but Toon Link uses exactly none of them. Some ideas I'd throw out there is using the immensely satisfying Skull Hammer as a forward smash, slowing your descent with the Deku Leaf by holding jump, pushing people around with the Wind Waker, Whirlwind, or even the Gust Jar similar to Mario's Flood Attack. Then there's the Whip and, of course, the Mole Mitts, which would be really fun. Plus, if you wanted something really easy to implement, you could always make his Fire Arrow custom move be his default neutral special. It's way more interesting than copying regular Link, let's be honest. But more important than all that other junk combined is the need to buff Toon Link's victory poses. Picking up a pig and failing to pick up a pig just doesn't cut it, Nintendo. While this list may imply otherwise, I think the movesets in Smash Bros. Are crafted with an extreme level of competency. Even if I don't agree with what moves they pick, each one is usually fun, interesting, and clearly had a lot of thought put into them. Not the case with Palutena, though. You see, she has 12 special moves compared to the usual 4, and it's a real quantity over quality situation, not helped by the fact that most of the worst ones are her default moveset, i.e. the ones you'll have to use 95% of the time. I mean, what does she have? An extremely boring dime-a-dozen warp, the most uninteresting counterattack in a game that already has way too many counterattacks, a projectile that isn't really fun to use or play against, and a reflective barrier that's actually pretty cool, but it isn't
Auto-reticle! Auto-reticle!
Honestly, most of her other custom moves are pretty hit or miss too, but the ones I'd go with are Jump Glide for her up B, Explosive Flame for her neutral, the barrier would still work well as her side B, bonus points if you can use it to pull off some sick Urian combos, and for her down special, I think Heavenly Light would fit the best. Palutena was one of my favorite characters in Uprising, so it's kind of a shame she's all over the place like this. We'll just have to see where it goes from here, I guess. Okay, let's just get the obvious one out of the way. Link. You all saw the silhouette, you all know the moveset potential, champion abilities, new weapon types, runes, all the different arrows. It's not a matter of if this happens, but how. Will this just be Link with a new Breath of the Wild coat of paint? Or will his moveset be so different and unique that he and old Link will take up separate character slots? Either way, we'll know soon enough, so I'm not gonna dwell on it. One thing many people seem to agree on is that Mario's moveset is beginning to feel a bit old, and could definitely use a revamp. The guy has such a massive amount of history behind him that doing that would be incredibly easy. Heck, I'll do it right now. Up B, Rocket Nozzle from Sunshine. Down B, the iconic Mario Galaxy Spin. Side B, Cappy Throw. And his neutral B should still be the Fireball, but it should actually function like it does in the games. I'm talking rapid fire, fast moving, and decent damage. See, this stuff practically writes itself. And that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Mario moves. There are so many different options to pick from that for the sake of my sanity, I'll just leave it at that. Just kidding. Ground Pound, Tanuki Tail Swipe and Glide, a bunch of hammer stuff, rolling, wing cap, propeller suit, cat swipe and cat dive, sports equipment like baseball bats, golf clubs, and tennis rackets, Mario Kart stuff, turbo nozzle, hover nozzle, spin drill, balloon Mario, breakdancing, coasters. Out of all the characters out there, I think Ganondorf has gotten more requests for a moveset overhaul than every other one combined. And it's easy to see why. You see, Ganondorf, one of the most iconic bad guys in video game history and beloved by pretty much everybody, is just a clone of Captain Falcon. Yeah, I get that he was a last-second addition to Melee, but the fact that he's still like this is just confusing. Ganondorf just isn't Ganondorf, which is why I think he needs to be remade from the ground up. Firstly, his swords. He's got this sword, that sword, these swords, and even these swords. Plus his trident from his Ganon form. He could use any of them and people would be happy. Then there's his ability to hover, of course. And let's not forget his famous ping pong attack. Just imagine how fun it would be swatting that thing around. Just give his old moveset to Black Shadow or something, and I think it'll please everybody. When it comes to Smash, I think we can all agree that a character's moveset should, at the bare minimum, represent the character and the series they come from. Seems simple, right? Even with Ganondorf, you've still got his raw power, dark magic, and a decent excuse for why he's the way he is. Not the case with Wario, though. Think about it. What moves does Wario have to have anything to do with him or his games? He's got his bike, and Wario Man, and that's it. He used to have his trademark shoulder bash, but it was removed for absolutely no reason. Honestly, I could make an entire video about Sakurai's bizarre treatment of Wario in Smash. I'm pretty sure to him, Wario's just some twitchy fart gremlin or something, but whatever. To see what Wario should be like, looking over to Project M would be a good place to start. I'm talking shoulder bashes, butt stomps, power throws, his ground smash from Shake It, and outside of Project M, all of this stuff. But unlike Project M, I'd also like his moveset to equally focus on WarioWare, a sort of yin and yang thing, if you will. WarioWare has a lot of props to pick from, but I think having his iconic Wario Bomb as his neutral B would be a good place to start. And unlike Project M, you shouldn't get rid of the bike. That thing is just fun, come on. All in all, what I'm saying is, give Wario's history some respect, please. The guy is more than being strange and farting constantly. Actually, has there ever been a single instance in Wario's games where he's farted? Ever? I don't think there has. This thought-provoking fart question has been brought to you by The Hidden Chest. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Well, that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed the video. This will all be outdated relatively soon, so let's hope I don't look like an idiot when the first gameplay comes out. Oh crap, he farted in Mario Strikers Charge, didn't he?